The story begins with a fight of one of the young people in a hysterical way, who turns out to be pursued by several students, after which he stands on the roof and was in a very deplorable state. The hero has no solution in front of him, so he relaxes his fist and throws himself off the roof of the school. And as he falls, he says to himself, finally this terrible nightmare is over. But suddenly a strange light appears and a beautiful girl comes out of it. This girl whispered in his ear and said to him, "Young man, are you the one who took the form of love?" We go back a little to the events when our young hero, known as Jung Howie, says that he loves his quiet life away from problems, and while he is in class, suddenly the most beautiful girl in school, named Zia Zedong, whom everyone admires, enters, but she chooses Howie and tells him that she is pregnant with his child. Everyone started cursing the hero and also threatening him. The hero completely denies it because he never knows her. Everyone is angry with him because he is a fraud. Then they started chasing him too. Someone uploaded a picture of him on social media, and now the whole school knows about his deed. After he managed to escape, Zia Zedong tells him that she cannot run well because she is pregnant. He tells her to stop this silly joke, but suddenly he was found by the students and they started chasing him. He kept running until he got to one of the places, and now he decided to attack and actually overthrew them all. Then he went into hiding, but he accidentally enters the women's bathroom. And actually he was beaten by football girls, and one of the girls tells him about the news that spread on the internet. Is it true or fake? He tries to explain, but she hits him and asks him about what happened to their days with her. She also asks him for the second time with a tennis ball in her hand about what happened between him and Shizhu, but he answers her and tells her who you are originally, but the poor guy was beaten again. Then he comes out of the bathroom but finds another girl who hugged him, and her name is Lin Yuan. She cursed and beat him because of his betrayal and leaving his children. And also she asked him to come home because his children were waiting for him. Everyone fell from shock. The girls get into a fight. Heiai seizes the opportunity and runs away. And here we go back to the beginning, which is when he climbed the stairs and met Zia Zedong again. Then all the students come to him, but he tells them that he doesn't know these girls, and if they don't believe him, he will throw himself off the roof. But no one really believed him, so the poor man throws himself off the roof, but suddenly a strange light appears from the sky that stops time, and Heiai descends safely. It also shows a strange girl asking him is he the one who took the form of love. He remembers that one day he found a chocolate cake on the roof and shared it with the girls. This girl told him that every girl who ate that cake would fall in love with him. This beauty is called Mei Tada, and she is also known as the Angel of Love. She begins to congratulate him on his happy life full of love, but Howie screams and tells her to give him back his peaceful life. This girl tells him that the only solution to return his former life is for Howie to please all the girls, and also he must fulfill some of their wishes for them. Then she left and the time came again. The group of girls came down to look for him, but they didn't find him. After they leave, Howie thinks about Zia Zedong because she could commit suicide. So Howie went to her and found her crying from sadness for him, and he told her that he would take her on a date tomorrow to please her. She smiled with tears on her face. Then Howie came home and he was wondering what the hell had happened to him today. The shape of love and the angel of love, what the hell was going on? But he was feeling happy because he was going out on a date with the most beautiful girl in school. And so the next day they went on an appointment, but that appointment was at the hospital. Because Howie wanted to make sure the fact of the pregnancy of this girl, and actually after the results it turned out that she was not pregnant. But suddenly she tells him that if there is no pregnancy we can make a baby now. Howie feels embarrassed in front of people, so he takes her home and explains the matter to her family. But the surprise is that this girl was very rich and had a house like a mansion. Howie is starting to think again about how to please her and fulfill her wishes. Then she told him that she remembers the day Howie confessed her love to her in front of her family and said, "I am Howie and I will do everything to take care of her despite my poverty." The maid opened the door for them. Howie introduces himself as Zia Zedong's best friend. Then we understand that Zia Zedong's father does not always come home. They entered the house, but he is surprised that the servants know that the girl is pregnant because of the fake news that spread on social media. The guards started beating Howie, but the girl tells them that she is not pregnant. The guards didn't care and continued beating Howie because of tarnishing the family's reputation. The girl took Howie to her room to protect him from the guards. Heiai approached her, but suddenly the servants come again, and now Howie understands that the girl's problem is her father's weak love and concern for her. So Heiai takes the maid's phone that Zia's father spoke to and calls him a jerk. The servants mock Howie because he will die later, and in just a few seconds planes and cars come to the house from everywhere. Poor Heiai regrets what he did and wishes he hadn't insulted Zia Zedong's father. But he also knows that this is the only way to save himself from the magic of love. From the first freshness, he discovers that this father is dangerous and could kill him. But Howie relaxes when the father orders the guards to put down their weapons on the ground. But at the same time he orders them to beat Howie, and this happened. Shizhu shows her father that she is not pregnant, and the father asks Howie why he lied then. But Howie tells him that he lied to him in order to leave work and come to meet his daughter, and he also said that although he provided her with all the material things, he could not provide her with love, tenderness, and warmth of the family, and that compensating the love of the family with money is completely wrong. The guide also shows him that Shizu's happiest days were when she dined with her father, and also how he asked the father to think about his actions, and after all this brave act he runs away when he got to the gate. And indeed the father became thinking about his actions, and also the servants thanked Howie for his courage. After Howie escaped, Shizu appeared in front of him again and told him that he had not completely left the palace after all this escape. And also she thanked him and was trying to kiss him but disappeared, and the angel of love appeared again and told him that Shizu did not evaporate, but only the magic was broken, and she was surprised at how quickly he did it and returned home. Shizu finally feels her father's love after thinking about the way he behaves, and the very next day at the university, Howie finds a lot of posters about him and tries to sneak into the department to avoid trouble, but it seems that there is another girl looking for him. In class, Shizu comes in order to thank Howie, and she seems to remember everything even after magic. Howie screams and calls to the angel of love, and actually she came. Howie asked her why Shizu remembers everything after the magic, but she told him that the fake memories were erased after the magic crashed. But the real memories will remain, and now Shizu is really interested in Howie, and she also loves him from her heart. Then May disappears again, but suddenly the door explodes and this girl throws knives towards Howie. This girl's name is Aoyang Zuli, and also she was in love with Howie. Howie explained to her that there was nothing between him and Shizu, but this girl wanted to check it out and gave him a kiss. Howie is now in another world and doesn't know what's going on. She also said that Howie is hers, but her mother comes and hits her on the head with a duster and tells her that she should return to America with her because she doesn't want her daughter to date a guy like Howie ever, and told Howie to stay away from her daughter. Meanwhile, Mai comes to him and asks him about Zuli, and he tells her that she is his childhood friend and she also ate love candy, but it's not magic that made her like this, because she is always authoritarian and treats Hugh way harshly. But suddenly Shizu comes and she knows that Zuli is his best friend, and now he has a new problem. She asks him to postpone the appointment, but he interrupts her and tells her that the appointment is tomorrow and he will never go back on his word. While walking through the school, he finds Tang, so she slapped him and told him that she was going to break up with him for good. But Howie got angry and told her who cares about a relationship with a violent girl. But Tang felt sad and left the place. Mi then appears and asks Howie what's going on. He told her that he had been beaten and separated from him in a relationship that he had not originally decided on. He asks May that ending the relationship can undo the magic. But she tells him that it won't be that simple because the woman's heart is more complicated than that. And she said that she wanted to break up because there is a problem and he has to solve it. And then she disappeared again. Howie went to look for Tang and found her training students in a cruel way and treating them like animals. Howie asked her to stop, and after a fight between them, Tang's clothes became wet with water, and she told him that she finally knew why Howie had betrayed her. The students thanked Howie for saving them from Tang and told him that Tang had changed a lot recently. When Tang was taking a shower, she saw a scene of an amateur screaming, so she cursed him and his family and said that she had to start all over again. The next day, Howie wakes up from sleep but finds it is too late for the appointment, but he finds Zuli in front of him and asks him if he is late for an appointment or what. But he tells her that she is late to bring some books. So Zuli took the key to his room and told him that she was the one who would bring his books to him. And also she locked the door for him, and also she asked his parents not to open the door to an amateur no matter what, so as not to lose his focus on studying. And so we have reached the end of the video. Do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Peace.